Let's turn up the lights. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Back. You know I'm Monday, I put you up in my coat. Yeah, you drip when I drop that. Stop that. Come off that. Blame it on the end, it got me loose when I'm off that. 4 a.m. Ding ding, that booty call. I know what your body's calling for. All night, the rough fight. So give it to me, don't you stop the rock. I don't get tired, I'm contained. I be on the field like all day. The midnight crews, the games that we like. So 4 a.m. she be dinging this line. Hello? I'm on my way. If you got something to eat in your microwave, I'll be there in a minute. Check the back door. Open what is good. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it. Now we are flexing like 4 in the morning. Come on, let's get on it. I know that you want it.
Hey y'all, what's up? Here I come. Hey y'all, it's all about support show. I'm your girl, Miss Nika, and welcome. I know I had this live earlier, but I got in contact with the artist, and I was like, I'm coming back. We are doing this again because I really want you guys to really get to know the artists that I want to support this Tuesday. Y'all know me, it's Tuesday, it's Support Tuesday. I always go up for an artist, and I've been wanting to do this interview for a long time, so I was like, I am coming back with this one. If you're not familiar with him, we are going to introduce none other than Graciano Major. The song that I just played for you guys is 4 a.m. I love his music. So we're going to get into him. I'm going to let him introduce himself, let you guys know where he's from, and we're going to just go from there. I want you to know, Graciano, this is free for all. You can say what you want to say. We want people to know you. You know what I mean? And I feel like when people know who you are, then the support will come. It's not, you talented. So we can tell by playing 4 a.m. you talented. And they know I play My Only Remedy all the time with Young Invent because that's like one of my favorite R&B songs. So we finna do that. Right now, I want to introduce none other than R&B sensation. I'm telling you, he could just sing R&B, pop. He could sing panties off, all kind of stuff. So let's get into Graciano Major right now. Hi. Oh my God. Thank you. Do you have another tab open?
You know what? Let me put my AirPods in, maybe.
Okay.
That'll be much better. Give me 1 sec.
But okay, while he doing that, we're gonna play My Only Remedy because, like I said, that's one of my favorite songs. So we're gonna get into My Only Remedy while he's setting up, and then we're gonna get into where he's from and all that good stuff.
Production. If you let me, I promise to be your I envy any who before me. Even if I had you just one night, I know that I'm gonna treat you right. My lips, your hips, that's a perfect combination. My tongue, your tongue, that's the sweetest anticipation. Please allow me to take it slow. Get your body that place you wanna go. I'm talking about ecstasy without you using ecstasy. Girl, I conquer that world for you. I do anything that you ask me to. If you let me, I promise to be your only one fantasy. Can't be just to wanna ride with me. You can't be my fantasy. You want to, I can get you. Do our girl, if you want to. I can get you. Do our girl. If I told you, I adored you, would you let me do anything for you? How would you rather I ignored you? I just need to know if I'm for you. I've been thinking, how you taste? If I ain't you out, my apologies. Could you put both your lips all on me? Yachts, cars, planes, anything the world offers, babe. I can give you all these things just to put a smile on your face. Jesus, you got me feeling X and O for a reason. Why can't I see my kingdom without you as my queen? If you let me, I promise to be your only one fantasy. Can't be just to wanna ride with me. You can't be my fantasy. You want to, I can get you. Do our girl, you want to, I can get you. Do our girl. Yeah. I'm back in the track and your boy getting Mac. Bottle with gin, no bottle with Jack, but hold up. She rolled that doja when the show's over, need it closer. Beautiful woman, give her that loving. Hit the bump chin like it's nothing. Be my remedy. Take your time with me, leave with me. I know you fine, let's unwind. Appreciate you, one of a kind, but let's be real. Skip the talk, I'll get that feel, then seal the deal tomorrow. Get us a bottle of Moscato, wind it up and kill your sorrows. Take my heart, but please don't borrow. Tomorrow, get us a bottle of Moscato, wind it up and kill your sorrows. Take my heart, but please don't borrow. Let's go. You're what God made. Making your perfect creation. If you let me, I promise to be your only one fantasy. Can't be decided to wanna ride with me. You can't be my remedy. You want to, I can give you the world, If you want to, I can give you the world,
Oh my God. Oh my God. I love that song. I love that song.
Can you hear me now good on your side?
Yeah, you're good. You're awesome. You're awesome. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
First of all, I'd like to say please
You
thank
and
you for
all that.
having me.
Let me tell you about this song. Let me tell you why I love this song. Okay. So my babe can sing. I've been married almost 22 years Thursday.
Congrats.
So he supports me in supporting up and coming artists, but he don't really be paying attention to me like that, right? But when I play this song for him, this is the only song when I say he sings his song. He sings your part on this song, and he can sing. He can really sing. And I'm always trying to push him to sing, and he be like, nah. But if this song come on, oh, I can get him to blow it out the water, and I'll be like. So that I really wanted to tell you that, like, face to face, what this song does for me, because, like,
wow.
I never can get my husband to sing this song, any song. I be trying to get him anniversary. I be like, can you just sing? No. But if I put this song on, It don't matter where we at, in the car, in the room, whatever. He would sing the song. So can
Wow.
so just let you know, talented.
Send my greetings to him. Send my love and peace to him. And I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And
Yes,
first of all, I'd like to say appreciate you for having me on your show. I've been seeing your support all the way, always supporting, always jamming, always tagging me. Just because sometimes I don't comment or maybe don't like, but that does not mean I don't see stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to say to you, appreciate you, darling, for having me. And I believe it's been long due overdue for us
oh,
to kind of
thank
talk face to face
you.
type of thing. So I'm looking forward to this. Actually, appreciate you having me.
Thank you. Yeah, like okay. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but I
Yeah.
always start my show of giving the artists their flowers while they're here. So,
Oh, happy days.
I had just like had my surgery and everything, and I had just reached out to Young and Big because like I had been looking for artists on YouTube to support because
Yeah,
I'm tired of all the same award shows, the same artists, and people saying that there's not good music. So I'm always looking
100.
for artists. So when he sent me this song, My Only Remedy, I was like, oh, I have to know who he is. And so when I searched you, I'm like, wait, this not who's singing. Like, no, this is not who's singing. So I'm just letting you know from me as a fan, I am a
Ah,
fan. I'm like a real fan. And I think you are so talented. So talented. We have all these people that's up and coming and they're making music and they're really not talented. So I love to give the artists their flowers while they're here and why they can still appreciate, like, I really have fans out here, you know what I mean, and can still
100,
talk to
100.
their fans, because I know sometimes it be overwhelming and you guys have so many fans, you moving fast and you can't really hear what your fans are saying. So I want to tell you as a fan, like, amazing, talented, like, really keep going and you're really talented. So I want you to introduce yourself, let everybody know where you're from.
Cool. Okay, so hello everybody out there, whoever's watching first of all. My name is Graciano Major. I am I was born in Germany, so I'm a little cocktail. So let me leave you for a minute, and I'll come back for you, and I'll pick you up. So I was born in Germany, basically. My ethnicity, my mom is from Lebanon, Lebanese, and my father is Polish. But I was born in Germany. I was raised in Poland till about 6 years old, and I moved to Ireland, Dublin.
Mm.
And I lived in Ireland since I was 6 years old, 7 years old. I lived in Ireland, so you can maybe hear my accent a little bit. Sometimes if you can't understand me, just let me know so I can break down the lingo for you.
I watch so many of your videos, I can understand you, trust me.
Cool, perfect, perfect. But yes, I live in Ireland, but currently I just in Dubai. I am right now in Dubai.
Okay.
I am currently in Dubai. I'm in Dubai 1 month currently. As you see, I am in a little studio here working on new music with my new producer from UAE currently here. And I'm based in UAE, Dubai currently right now where you're seeing me from. So I'm not in Ireland currently, but I'll be home very soon, very soon. But yeah, I love R&B music. I grew up on hip hop music. My first hip hop music that I heard was Tupac and Big. All Eyes on Me, and Big album. I believe it was Ready to Die. I believe so. Ready to Die. So I was a hip hop head from young age before R&B and pop music took over my life. So I was a
Mm.
hip hop first hip hop head. I loved
Oh yeah, and
anything
I seen
from.
you rap and all that. So I was like, yeah, he got all that. He's talented all the way around. I seen you rap.
Yeah. So, I kind of started rapping. That's where my interest for music kind of grew. So I started rapping at an age, I believe, 13, 14 years old. I started rapping over instrumentals, like in 2000, 2001, I believe, when hip hop was hip hop and R&B, or and it was
Right.
R&B,
The difference.
you know? But, I'm a 90s kid. I love anything from 90s to current music. And I am very diverse artist. I love all different genres. So I listen even to Korean pop. because I just love melodies and vocals. I'm a sucker for good vocal, you know. So,
Hmm.
I just love anything to do with 90s all the way to this era currently. And but R&B music took over my life, and I am considered as a vocalist, not a singer. I would consider myself as a vocalist,
Yeah,
if that
cause
makes sense.
yeah, I always say you're a vocalist. This is why I say you're a vocalist because
Mm,
you make people feel your music.
100.
When you sing, you make us feel your music. People be singing all the time, but when I say when your vocals start going, I be like, oh my god, wait, hold on, where that come from? Oh yeah, you got it. You
So
got it.
yeah, appreciate you. But yeah, long story short, yes, I'm R&B singer songwriter. I produce also music. I co-write with people. I just love having. I love being involved in music in any way as I can. So I wear so many hats sometimes that I forget to wear the vocal hat sometimes
Mm.
because I just love the process of making music from scratch and from production to mixing and mastering, engineering it, and all the other stuff that goes behind the scenes that people do not see.
So, what would you say is your favorite, like writing music or performing music?
They are two very important elements, of course. But if I was to pick one of them, I'll perform. Performing is my how can I say that to you? It's where I come alive. It's who I become. It's Graciano Major becomes on the stage at his full potential. So our performance is my favorite part to do. But of course, the performance doesn't work without no songwriting.
Right.
So so I love creating music behind the scenes. Before it actually touches the world and anybody who hears it before even I get to perform it. So it kind of they both complement each other in a great way. But I should think of it now. I actually like both. I can't say one.
Because
I would say I'll take both.
songwriting, you kind of get into your own space. You can do your
Exactly.
thing, and then when you get on stage, you can also get out of your own self and become.
Exactly.
So I can get that both things. So
Yeah.
okay, you say you like both, so that's really cool. So you from Ireland,
Yes, indeed.
from the States, and I found out who you were from the States. So
Wow.
how did you get mixed into the States and doing music with artists here?
It was through, I believe it was Young Event reached out to me. I can't remember from how we connected, but I believe it was through a third party person, somebody. But I don't even remember if it was even third party or he just reached out to me directly. I don't remember what it was because we collaborated. I believe couple 2, I believe 4 years, maybe or 3 years ago. I believe it is
Yeah.
currently. But young event, we spoke to each other. He sent me some of his music. I'm a fan of American music, of course. We get the guys from Muse, the greats. We get every artist that comes to Europe or anywhere touchdown. It comes from the states itself. So we look up to American music and music artists itself. So when he reached out to me, I straight connected with his vibe. I straight understood what is the genre that he's going for as I was studying it when I was growing up. So I already kind of already clicked straight away as soon as he saw me send me Remedy. And Remedy was produced by BB Productions. He's from LA, California. Um, that's how I kind of hooked up with Young Invent, long story short, and we created our first baby, Remedy.
Yeah, and I mean, because I'm telling you, I was like, how did this match up? But
Yes.
it matches so well. It matches so well with your R&B voice, and then him rapping, and I be telling him because he's a good friend, so I be like, I'm not supposed to be listening to your songs like. I'd be like, this song is so good. I be having like my daughter listens to it. My
Ah,
boys they play it for they girls. So I be like, okay, this is a hit. I always tell him that it's a hit every chance I get. I be like, I know you put out other music, and I know you put out new music, but this is
yeah,
always gonna be a classic for me. Like this is always a R&B hit for me. Is my only
yeah.
R&B hit. But then
Appreciate you.
I
But
seen
all the flowers go to Young Event, you know.
yeah.
All the flowers go to
You
him.
did. I seen when you came out with 4 a.m. though. When I finally said, okay, I'm gonna look him up, and then I seen 4 a.m. I'm like, oh, so they be doing the same thing we be doing out here in the state. Out here,
Yes,
they be
sir.
getting a phone
Yes,
call
sir.
at 4 a.m. too. Okay, I was like, oh, they doing the same thing. Then you came out with IG. And I said, everybody, if you know anybody in social media that came Insta famous, or you in blogger, or anything that you came up and you got a little bit more followers, you know how that feels. You know
Yeah,
somebody gonna be trying to holler at you that wasn't trying to holler at you a year ago. So I was like,
exactly.
all these relatable songs that people can really gravitate to. Then you came out with Wonder, and I was like, oh, he about to get people in trouble. I was like, he gonna have some people in their feelings, in trouble, questioning. But I'm like, all those songs though are so relatable. You know, somebody has
Yeah.
went through those things. So, did you go through those things, or did you know somebody that went through those things? Like, explain.
Um, you know what? All these songs that you've mentioned, every song has its story itself. So you mentioned 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Before 4 a.m. came out, I left music for 4 years before 4 a.m. came out. It was due to legal um, conditions that I was signed with a company that I was working with at that time in my teenage age, and it was a very kind of situation that I couldn't get out of it. I had to wait specific certain time for it, and 4 a.m. was never in the plans. 4 a.m. was never even good enough song for me to release. To be honest with you, it was just one of my demos that I just had there on the side, and
Mm.
I was never going to release it. To be honest with you, because I never thought it was a good enough song to my ears. To be honest with you,
Oh, that's my
so
daughter'
long.
favorite song. That is she would play that out.
Long story short of 4 a.m. As I said, I was once I breached my contract. I don't even remember what year I released that, to be honest with you. But I had so much time. This 4 years, I had so much time to kind of dive into myself as an artist, improve on my songwriting, on my vocals, and whatnot that goes into music. So I've recorded so many demos over these 4 years, and one of my musician fellows that is also a hip hop artist called Hoover that is featuring on 4 a.m. He's from Ireland also. He's a lyricist hip hop artist, and he just came to the studio and we was just jamming, and I was just playing his songs throughout the years that I made, and I was just kind of looking, fishing for opinion of his to kind of like, I'm trying to release this new song as a comeback song after all these years, and I would love to know what opinion would you have on certain songs, knowing that you're a hip hop head, but I'm R&B crossed over to multiple genres. And he was okay, fine. So I played him a couple of songs, and he was like, "Yeah, you have great songs, but that song 4 a.m. it's something special in it." He
It
goes,
is.
so he was like, "I love this song, but I would love to feature on it. Like it wouldn't be 4 a.m. if I'm not on it. Because I can relate to it so much. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. So he laid down his verse in 20 minutes because he doesn't write music. He writes in his head and he just
Mm.
freestyles it right then and then. So when he recorded his verse, straight away the song captivated me in a different format, and straight away it kind of gave me like different vibe of the song itself as soon as he featured on it.
Mm.
But vocally, the song wasn't there. I had like four different versions of that song. So the song that you're hearing, the version that you're hearing now is the polished one. It's the polished one.
It's
But that song, as I said, we recorded the video, everything else that kind of planned into it, and I really released it independently on a platform called Grind Daily, which is a UK YouTube platform where some of our UK biggest artists emerged from that platform itself. So it's a great YouTube platform. Shout out to Grind Daily, GND, that I put in independent artists and also established artists on their YouTube channels to reach out to different audience.
oh, that's
So once I released that 4 a.m. song, to be honest with you, everyone in Ireland was like, "Wow, we have Graciano back finally after all these years!" Like so it was a great song. It gave me so much great new opportunities, and it actually at one point it got so hectic for me that I was performing. I was getting booked in one club at the same twice in one day in one club.
wow. Hey,
So
that's
it was so it
like
was
that's
it,
good though. That's great.
exactly straight away. I knew that this song is kind of it resonates with people because it's so authentic and it's so real. Like
You can party, you can relate to it.
you
All that.
know it. It's real, like we all been there at 4 a.m. We all been there in our life, and
And when
still
they
are.
like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, 4
You know
a.m.
what I mean?
Now,
So the success of that song gave me a great kind of exposure to my city, Dublin, which I kind of captivated people back again. Oh, Graciano is back and he's back with a new sound and it's so refreshing. So I had to keep up the momentum. So right after that, I went to IG. So now 4 a.m. was popping off. People start hollering at me like, oh, we need you there. This, as you mentioned, people sleeping in your DMs that never been there. Now they are in there. So I kind of took that whole concept and kind of made another song that is relatable to everybody in
right,
a
because
different way.
everybody know if you got any kind of followers real quick.
Yeah,
I'd be like, we not in high school no more. Like, ew. So I get it. I totally get it. So even my daughter was like, "Well, I'm about to do a TikTok to this and put my old picture up from high school and middle school." I said, "Girl, no." I was like, "That is not what he was saying." I was like, but I was like, "See, every young people, older people can relate to that song." So how did
yeah.
you would wonder?
So right after that, I released a full EP. Beyond
Mm-hmm.
Passion, Beyond Passion 1.5. So there's like I believe 7 to 8 songs on that EP, and it's all different genres of music that I'm very passionate about. Which is there you go, right there. There you go, there you go. So
Yeah,
that's
it's on all platforms.
there you go. It's out now too, guys. You can go and check it out. It's I'm sure you can find at least one song that will captivate you. And of course, we have our own sound in Ireland too. As much as we love the American scene, but we have our own sound too, and you can hear it in this EP, the difference of music and the accent and melodies and the subject itself. So right after that, I released that, and of course, Wonder was meant to be of the other EP, Passion 2.0, which it was the complete version of the whole album. But I wanted to kind of structure it into different versions. So Wonder, again, Wonder was not good enough for me. Again, I didn't want to release it. It was a very kind of cheesy, corny song. I looked at it, you know what I mean? And again, my musician fellows were in the studio when we had a listening party, and they were like, that song stands out.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm very strategic when it comes to my music itself, and
It's
I'm very
crazy
hard on
because a
myself.
lot of artists say that though. A lot of artists be like, I didn't like that song, but the world liked that song. And I'd be like, I don't know why that song be
You
jamming.
know, it's
So
it's weird, like it's weird. We are our own slaves to our own art sometimes, and sometimes we have to kind of just let it out, like But that's it. This is why we have people like yourself to appreciate our music and tell us that oh wow, we can actually relate more than you think that we can't. So stuff like this feedback is very important for me, especially when it comes to my hometown Ireland. because in Ireland our scene is very underground scene, and we have our own type of genre of music which is called Irish hip hop, and it's very multiple diversity of different race that speak in an accent that I'm sure if they were to rap to you, you would not understand it. You wouldn't understand it basically, and also they implement the slang from the streets that we use day to day, just with the accent itself. So it's very kind of on a rising scene right now. But we have great people like rappers, singers, producers.
Yeah, you
Um,
were doing a behind the scene video, and you were getting ready for a show in Dubai, and it
yeah.
was the artists there, different races, and everybody was just freestyling, and I'm sitting there like, oh my god, they need to be out here. I want to go to the show. Because I'm like, they are so talented that you would not think. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, I love, especially when you have a live band behind you and then y'all can just vibe out and start. Because I come from a church world. So
I get you.
all my brothers and cousins and all that kind of stuff, they play instruments. So we knew being at their house every day was a session. Somebody over there singing, freestyling to whatever the musicians is playing. And when I see you do
100.
that, and then you start singing Usher, and I was like, oh yes. I was like, see, yeah, you got it bad. Yeah.
Yes, you got it bad. As I said, I grew up on R&B music and I studied all the greats like Usher himself. And speaking of the band is actually from America, from Philadelphia.
Yeah. When I seen that,
They're
I
from
said,
Philadelphia.
I was like, everybody moving to Dubai. Like, why we didn't get the memo? Get the memo, everybody moving, and it'd be like real city people that you would never think.
Yeah,
So I was like, that's where it's at. So I'm glad that people are getting out of where, because a lot of people feel like they come from these inner cities or whatever and feel like you can't get
yeah,
out of it. And then you see this other world that you be like, no, I can come together with these people that's like minded with me and we can make great music regardless of where we from. And that's what I liked about watching that behind the scenes. I was like, regardless of where they from, they all coming together for music. And that's what it's about, like to make
exactly,
somebody else feel better through music. So
exactly.
the other thing, who have you worked with, and who do you want to work with?
So I have worked with since I started, or who am I working currently with?
Yeah, who have like have you worked with, like work with now, and then who do you like really want to work with? Who you see yourself
Okay,
working?
okay, cool. So I've worked with, like as I said, mainly our hip hop artists from Ireland that we have,
Is
because
it?
it's a
I
very
want. I don't want to say the name wrong. Nana Darkman, is that his name? Oh, he's
None
dope.
of the Darkman, None of the
He's
Darkman.
dope. He's dope. He's really dope.
Yes, None of the Darkman. It's a childhood. How can I say it? He's my hero from since I was a kid. So
Oh,
back from the cassette days, I'm sure you can remember the cassettes when you used to plug it. Those
oh,
days, from those days.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was listening to
When I
Nana.
see him rap, I was like, oh, he dope. He really dope.
Yeah, yeah, he's a real hip hop artist. He's from the '90s, and I grew up listening to his music. He's a double platinum artist around Europe, and I've kind of I've worked with him. I'm touring with him currently. Also, we actually started on our European tour July the 14th. We're going on a
Mm-hmm.
European tour because every year we do European tours. So I sing his classic songs that he went number one with in all European countries, and for me to share the stage with him and with my idol that I grew up to listening to his music,
Right.
singing the song and now singing on the stage in front of 1,000 people, it's an incredible feeling,
How still be like going up for you, just like they going up for him. So I was like, hey, wait, like
Yeah.
this is really big. Like, so that's really dope when I seen that. So who would you like to work with though?
From
If you
America,
know, period. I'm listening to
there's so many
everywhere, so
artists.
and if you
Um,
to me to somebody, I might listen to them now.
you know what? In America, I love. If I was to work with R&B artists or singers, I would probably love to work with Lauren Hilson
Oh
and
wow.
Brandy.
What? See, real talented people. You didn't go over there and say somebody that can barely complete sentences. Now you know these artists now. I'd be frustrated because I'd be like, "What? Huh? No." Mm-mm.
Mm,
So at least you name people from the '90s. So I was like, okay, they got some talent.
yeah,
Back then, you had to have talent to be an artist. Not so
exactly,
much.
exactly.
Now you have to just have followers. So,
And off you go. Yeah.
and I
Brandy and Laura Hills will be people that I would love to work properly on the R&B records, as they are vocalists, and I believe myself and any of these two legends, I would love to see what the formula would have been if we would have been in the studio together.
so
Yeah.
if you had to write for one of them,
Brandy, straight away.
yeah, cause she sing, yeah, she got that Bible vocals.
Brandy is a different weapon. She's a different weapon.
Yeah. So if you had to do a feature like on a rapper and you had to do a hook, who would it be?
Okay. Good question. Damn, there's
And
so
not
many of them.
popular because they talented.
No. I go by talent and not about popularity. Um, let me see. Let me see. You know what? Actually, he is popular because I rediscovered him and I just connected with his manager when they came to Ireland. Post Malone,
Oh yes, he's talented. He's
Posty.
underrated. He's very
Oh
under.
yeah,
He's very underrated.
I really do feel that Post Malone is very, as you said, underrated artist. He has great voice. He has great poetry and lyrics in his music, and his music is just very trendy music, and he can do his authentic stuff. And I believe he just he should be literally number one artist in the US, from in my opinion, my humble opinion, just
He's
as much as Drake is probably.
very talented, and I'd be like, people be sleeping. Yeah, I told you they sleep on
Yeah,
talent.
I would love to work with
Talent.
him. Definitely, Post Malone would be my one of the artists that I would love to work with in the studio, because I feel like his melodies are just wow, just incredible melodies, and I'm a great sucker for great melody. Yeah,
Yeah, because I could turn on some music and be like, no, that ain't it.
yeah,
That ain't it. Because I have a lot of like rapper friends. They'll come to me and be like, hey, check this out. And if I turn it off in the first couple of seconds, they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, some people just know. No. And you know, my real friends, they appreciate that. The artists, they appreciate that. Instead of getting
yeah,
mad, like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, they be like, I'm glad that you don't just say yeah because you're my friend. I'd rather be like, that one ain't it. That one ain't gonna sell. Ain't no girl gonna pop to that. It's just not gonna
yeah,
happen. Or that's not marketable. It's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm not gonna keep it on repeat. I'd rather tell you than you put it out there and then you be like, oh, why you didn't tell me that song sucked? I always tell people if I can't visualize the song, I'm not gonna put it on repeat. Like if I
100.
just say, "Oh, I could see a girl running down the beach to that," or in a video, or if I can't see a guy thinking about if he's doing an R&B song to a girl, and I can't visualize that song, that what you saying, I'd be like, "Nah, she's not gonna feel this song. Like she's not gonna move to this song. You didn't like she can't visualize it." And women
Yeah.
are, visual. So I'm like, she can't visualize her moving to that song. You're gonna play it for no reason. You're gonna a lot of people play songs for their friends.
Yeah.
Yes men. And I'd be like, nah, that's not it.
That is very important thing to have a great team around you that can tell you if the song is sucks or the song is okay or the song could potentially be a release for a single or an album track. So you know,
Right.
I always have I don't have people around me that credit me all the time. Sometimes I'll be thinking like, wow, this is the song, this is the one that is gonna be the single, this is the one, and my musician fellows be no, that's not it, man.
That one ain't it. Put that one on the album and not as a single. And you can
Yeah,
still push it at the same time. But people,
100.
new artists, they think
Yeah,
they legends already. So it's hard to tell them. So
yeah.
what do you have? You said you're on tour or getting ready to start tour July the 14th.
Yes,
So
indeed.
you said it's just a European tour.
Yes, it is.
Ever come to the States to perform? Because
You
I
know
know
what?
people.
Yes, you know what? I was just speaking with my producer from Dubai here just the other day, and we were talking about LA. And LA is a country sorry, I used to call it a state. Sorry, I used to call it a state. It's a place where I see myself living very soon.
Mm.
Definitely, I would love to relocate there. As I have, Young Event, BB Productions, and other musician fellows also in LA that work on music and great music that they produce. Um, I would love to come out not just to LA, of course, but to any or your states that you got going on there.
I
Uh,
just
love to
I
feel
just
the
spent
vibe.
12 years living in Vegas, so
Oh, so you're from Vegas then?
I'm from California, but I lived in Vegas 12 years, so I'm like
Oh,
party town, 24 hours. Find
yes.
anybody club to sing in, and I'll come. I'm just
Yeah.
I'll be the first.
I'll definitely love to come out to Vegas. Definitely love to come out to Vegas to LA. LA is where I potentially see myself living very soon. Um, but Vegas, I had a chance actually to go to Vegas last year, but I just canceled it because Vegas in my head just looks like a party zone. And I was like, if I'm gonna go there, I might fall in love with the city so much that I might not even come back.
Don't
And
look at you be like,
God knows where I might end up.
you gotta stay focused. When you go to Vegas, you gotta be focused because it's easy
100.
to veer off and be like, yeah, yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
telling
but
you,
we definitely want to come out to the
so
States. We
if
definitely want to.
Youngin gonna call me, he'd be like, I'm in California. I'd be like, okay, I'm coming. He'd be like, okay, I'm going to Vegas. I'd be like, I'm coming. Because
Yeah,
I really believe in showing artists support. I'd be like, if you there and I'm in driving distance or some kind of plane distance,
yeah,
I'm there. I'm willing to support the artist, and I'd be like, I don't care if I be the only person by the stage. I'd be like, I'm here. Because I'd be like, you never know what it does to an artist, first of all. I'd be like, and
yeah,
then even
100.
with you, like, I didn't know you, but I still was like, I'm going to share his music. Like, you don't have to know who somebody is to share their music. You don't know what you
Exactly.
do for that person when you share something, you retweet something, and they wasn't expecting it. Like when I share your music, you didn't know who I was, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But okay, somebody played my music. That's what it's
Hmm.
about, and that's what I be telling people. That's genuine support. When you don't expect it. When I go places, I don't ask nobody for a ticket. I don't ask nobody for a favor. Can you get me in? I will stand in
Hmm.
line. I will pay for the ticket because I feel like genuine support works. It
Wow.
really works. Like I don't understand where people always feel like they have to come up or get something for something. And I'm like,
100.
with you, I'm like, no, I just want to support him as an artist. Like, I don't want to be all up in his DMs. I didn't want to a long time to reach out to you. And
That is beautiful.
interview you, I was like, no, I just want to be a fan. I just want to show him that I genuinely love his music. But then I was
Wow.
no, every time I watch one of your YouTube videos, I'll be like, no, I want the world to know who that is. I want other people to support him just like I support him. Like, so before we get
Means a
out
lot.
of
Thank
here,
you.
I don't know if you do this or not, but before
Okay.
we get out of here, I would love for you to sing anything. It could be the ABCs because I think you could sing, but I want to show the world that you are.
All my life, I pray for someone like you. All my life, I pray for someone like you. Yeah, you.
Talent, just talent. Oh Lord, you know I need one of them church lady fans. You know I'm about to. Lord, he about to make my edges be all sweated out and stuff.
Okay.
With that being said, I really want to thank you for this interview. I really appreciate you for this interview. I want all
Thank
y'all
you.
to go get his music. It's on all platforms. You can't tell
Yes,
me you
indeed.
ain't got it because you couldn't find it. You can go follow him. I'm gonna put his info up at the end. You can go follow him on IG at Graciano Major Music. You can follow him on
Indeed.
Twitter at Graciano Major. You can follow him on Facebook. You can follow him on Spotify. You can follow him everywhere. I'm telling you. You can.
We're out there. We're out there. We're everywhere. We're
You
everywhere.
can't find his music. I'm telling you.
100.
Did y'all just hear? Oh my God! Did y'all just hear that? Oh my God. It didn't sound like nobody in the verses. That's all I know.
And bear in mind, in Dubai, it's 3 a.m. right now, currently.
Okay, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Because he didn't sound like nobody on verses. Not even the ones they said were good. I'm
Love, appreciate you. Thank you for having me, darling. It means a lot.
but
Thank you for your support. And God bless you for your effort. Appreciate you for everything that you've been supporting, not just me, but Young Event and all the other artists that you are supporting. You're doing a great job. And I wish you nothing but the grace and happiness and long life and more success to you and your family, of course.
uh,
Appreciate you. And
thank
hopefully one day we get the chance to meet each other.
we will. We will. I'm about to save my coins. So if you be in a class, I'm coming. I am so coming. Oh my God. So like I said, this is It's All About Support show. This is Graciano Major. Make sure you support him on all platforms. Make sure if you do, you hashtag It's All About Support. So he'll know where you came from. And with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you,
Peace.
guys. New single dropping very soon called Dubai, by the way, in the next couple weeks.
As soon as he drop it, I'm gonna play it.
I got you.
All right, you
Thank you very
guys.
much.
Peace out.
Peace and love, guys.